Hi, welcome to another episode of Beyond Chronic Disease. My name's Wendy Gathercole. I'm your host. Yes, I'm excited. Have you listened to your intuition? How's it gone for you? Have you heard those little whispers? Have you tried going through the supermarket and it's been telling you something? Have you been driving? Has it something popped up like an alternative route or I don't go there, that'll be busy, or go somewhere else, or anything like that? I listen to it. And I'm still sometimes one little moment, I'll go, oh no, I can't be bothered with that, or no, I'm not doing that. And it backfires on me. So I listen to it more and more all the time. I don't just get one little moment during the day. I often get two or three sometimes, so I'm listening to it more and more and more all the time. Okay. This week, I mentioned last week that this week I was going to do a health related one. Well, not that they're not health related, but this one is actually a health condition from something that I thought would benefit you, because as I said a few weeks ago, I was going to what's the word? I was going to explain how I navigated my health things, things that pop up in my house. It's going to explain them to you, like my busted collarbone and my menopause, which I don't know what's going on there. So I haven't got anything to report for you there. I renamed it Menostop. That was my biggest highlight. So this week, something came to light, so I thought I would share with you. Regardless of whether you do this or not, this is a fact. It is factual. It happened. Okay. 23-year-old male goes for a physical. I was going to say passes. No, failed because of high blood pressure. 23-year-old with high blood pressure is very concerning. Very concerning for me, that a 23-year-old could have high blood pressure. I'm sure there's probably people out there 23 that have, but this is for something that is consumed a lot by young people. I have never ever in my whole entire life, my whole 57 years of living, have I consumed this ever. Don't see the need. I know all the ingredients. I've talked about ingredients before. Look at what is in the product before you consume it. And most often you won't understand the ingredients because they're all made in a lab, so they're not natural. So that's another thing, if it's not natural, don't have it if you don't know what it's going to do to you. So this big thing, and it all came to light when he had to go to a GP, a general practitioner, to get the blood pressure retested so he could pass this physical. So clearly they asked questions because the first test was obviously not that sort of consultation. And it came to light that just before he had the physical, that he had drank quite quickly an energy drink. Doesn't matter what energy drink, they are all very similar. They've got high rates of caffeine. And not only that, they've got other things in there that don't agree with many people. Now, there could be some of you saying, oh, I drink them all the time. It doesn't affect me. Okay. So if it doesn't affect you, do you sleep well? Do you have any anxiety at all? Do you get anxious if you're running late or if you're in traffic? Does it make you upset? Does it make you angry? Do you get overly hungry? Do you lose your appetite? Are your bowels working fine? You know, so if I've mentioned, do you get headaches? If I've mentioned anything that you might be getting or having, but you don't believe it's from energy drinks, well, think again. Maybe you don't know everything. Okay? So I don't, but I do know that this happened. And I do know that energy drinks have been the cause of some fatalities, although they probably won't be highlighted, because they increase your heart rate. And not everybody can tolerate that. Okay? And even though not everybody can tolerate it, and you might say, oh, okay, some people can. Yeah, cool. But if you've got any of those symptoms that I mentioned, especially the irritability, angry ones, then you're suffering symptoms of drinking energy drinks. Lack of sleep, not being able to sleep, disrupted sleep, irregular sleep. All of these things are related, not just to energy drinks, but I'm talking about if you're having energy drinks constantly, and many of them, and especially with these new alcohol, you know, fantastic cocktail-y things that they make nowadays, then you could be increasing the risk of a medical condition in your body. It is a chemical substance. Our bodies are not designed to ingest so many chemicals. I mean, there's enough chemicals in the environment and everything else in our houses, in, you know, in the streets, everything for our poor little bodies to try and eliminate, rather than ingesting copious amounts of synthetic chemicals. And anyone that says that these things are all natural is just pulling your chain, because nothing in a can is natural. Okay? Especially in, you know, the energy drink side of it. Excuse me. So if you're suffering heart palpitations, a fluttery body, like shaky body or anything like that after consuming an energy drink, well, I would say to you, what do I say? Stop having them because you are damaging your body in some way, shape or form. So needless to say, this 23-year-old's blood pressure is quite fine, but if the energy drinks keep getting consumed, it will raise concerns yet again. So if you are a young person, middle-aged, older person, and you've got blood pressure problems or increased blood pressure, and you have energy drinks consistently in your days and you're on blood pressure tablets, well, maybe if you eliminate the energy drinks, you might be able to eliminate those tablets. I'm not telling you to, I'm just saying possibility. So this week was all about an actual health issue from an energy drink. Look, the same could be said if you're drinking 10 cups of coffee as well. You know, if you're drinking, I can't remember how many cups of coffee it was to one of those energy drinks. I know it was a lot. There's a lot of caffeine, and there's other things in those energy drinks as well. I don't like them. I think they shouldn't be on our supermarket shelves. They shouldn't be anywhere in Australia, anywhere in the world. They're bad news. That's my personal opinion, and I stick to that. So until next week, I will speak to you about another health issue. So if you're drinking energy drinks and your heart's pumping, or you're not getting enough sleep, or you're a bit irritable, I suggest you rethink what you're putting in your body. Okay, until next week, chew on that. I'll see you then. Bye.